Welcome to another episode where I'll teach you how to make more money with your practice. If you're a clinic owner between $50,000 and $100,000 a month and you've tried Facebook ads and it didn't work for you, you probably got a bunch of low-level people in your ads, you got a bunch of tire kickers, and you just run ads that were terrible. I'll show you how to fix this in this video. So just for context, my name is Peter. We work with currently about 80 clinics. We spend about $300,000 to $400,000 a month in medical advertising. And if you're looking to get more patients from ads, I'm your guy. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to solve that problem, how to start getting more patients and high level quality patients that come through your funnel. So again, you can scale. And this is the exact system that we use to scale one of our clients, Adam, from a failing $30,000 a month brick and mortar clinic to a $200,000 a month telemedicine clinic in just 6 months. All right, so let's start. The first pillar that we see is your offer. Okay, you're probably running the same offer as somebody else. You look exactly the same, and let me show you how to solve this. First of all, if you're selling semaglutide or tirzepatide, whatever that is, you need to change the way you approach your offer. Okay, you are not selling, let me make this very clear, you are not selling the compound itself. You're selling the transformation. You are getting people from point A to point B. Okay, let me analyze this for you. Point A is overweight, 60 pounds, 70 pounds. We assume that to be the average on how much weight they need to lose. Low energy, they want to show up as better moms, etc. And on the other side of the spectrum, here's what their life looks like. Fit, energy, they take care of their family, they look good, they appear as better colleagues at work, they appear as better moms, as better partners in their family. That's kind of the result that they want to get. So the way you frame your offer is really like this. You're selling this. You're selling the transformation from point A to point B. This is your bridge, okay? Your offer solves this little thing. You get them from point A to point B. And again, like I just said, your offer is the bridge that gets them there. So how do you frame it? Let's go through this. Instead of selling your offer for like $299 a month, like everybody does, take this out of the way. Forget about this. Focus on the transformation. You're going to sell a package between $1,500 and $2,500. And let me be very clear when I say this. This works whether you're doing brick and mortar, telemedicine, you're doing med commerce. So for instance, med commerce is where you have your checkout page right here on your website and you get them to buy. This works exactly the same. Now, are we expecting people to buy a $2,500 product right on a landing page? Absolutely not. You're looking to build a trust here. And I'm going to show you how in just a second. The way you structure your offer is you're going to have your preferred treatment. I know tirzepatide is going very big as of now. We see that with most of our patients that we help our clients with. You're going to add in a bonus like NAD+, like vitamin B12 shots, something to help them with the transformation. We call this an offer enhancement. It's a thing included in the offer that gets them the result. And what this does really is it maximizes your LTV, your lifetime value. This is all you care about. This is lifetime value, okay? What that means is how much does a patient pay you throughout their journey? Because what most clinics do is they sell a program for like $299 a month, like we just articulated, and that person stays for 1 to 2 months until they churn because they found a clinic that just does it for cheaper. Really, our goal here isn't to get patients for $299 a month, is to get them to stay for 6 to 9 months. Believe it or not, this is our current retention that we get with our clients. That's what we help them with, getting the retention between 6 and 9 months. And the way you do it, like I just said, is your offer. This is your first ever pillar. Pillar number 2, after you've recreated your offer, is you need to understand a concept that is destroying a lot of clinics, which is market saturation. Okay, market saturation. This is what it is. Let me do the math for you. There's about 258 million adults in the US alone, of which 60% are overweight. If you do the math, that comes to about 150, I believe 150 million people that need semaglutide, tirzepatide, and that qualify for your product, meaning they're eligible to get it. They don't have cancer, thyroid cancer, diabetes type 1, anything that could disqualify them. So if you do the math with the amount of clinics that you have, is you're looking at about 9,000 clinics with 15,000 patients. Okay, 15,000 patients. Now, my question is, can you name one clinic, or maybe just name a few, that have above 15,000 patients? Chances are you're not going to go very far with the list. There are so many people that are willing to get on the program and lose the weight. You're just not able to sell to them because you don't know how to frame your ads in a way that positions you as the authority. So the first thing you're going to do in your advertising process is, this is your third pillar when it comes to restructuring the way you approach the weight loss market, so that you can, again, appear as the authority in the space, start getting more patients, and most importantly, premium patients that refer other people. This is how you're going to structure your marketing. First of all, your creative. Facebook has made an update. It's called Andromeda. What that means is your messaging is everything nowadays. What you communicate in your ads is everything. Hence why we run broad targeting for our clients. We run completely broad targeting. We don't have interests. We don't have lookalikes. We don't have anything, because we understand that the most important factor in your ad is what you communicate. I'll make an example. We have one of our clients that sells weight loss specifically to men. We still run broad targeting, meaning men and female. And we only get men, and our cost per acquisition dropped by 50% just because we switched to broad targeting. And yes, we're still targeting women, but because the messaging is very good, that's why we're able to attract only men to their offer. And it makes such a big impact because they're able to speak to a male audience that wants to lose weight, that wants to appear as a better dad. That's an example on the messaging, okay? You're gonna call out exactly who you're trying to target. If you're trying to target everybody, you're targeting nobody. You need to be very specific with your messaging. Who do you help? For energy, like regain their energy? Are you helping them show up as better partners? Are you helping them get fit? And you're going to frame your offer based on one of these. Now, there's plenty more that we help our clients with, but you need to pick one. You need to pick your own sub niche of people that you help, and everybody, and the people that don't qualify and do not align with what you're offering are not going to opt in. You might think that this is going to decrease your ad performance. It actually is quite the opposite, because when you're so detailed with your messaging and you're speaking to the right people, Facebook actually rewards you and it lowers your ad cost. So this is, like we said, your creative, you have your offer, like we just talked about. You go through your offer creation. This is something we help our clients with. Funny enough, it's one of the most important factors ever. 80% of your marketing is going to be your offer and how you communicate it, so your messaging. And then number 3 is you have your process, okay? Your process. This is what a lot of people do. They run a very simple, basic funnel where they get the name, they get the email, and they get the phone number, and that's about it. And they have like a call center from the Philippines trying to call them. Now, I don't have to explain this myself. You know this doesn't work. You know having a Filipino calling your patients at 4 a.m. does not work. It's not a good way to convert them into a booked appointment. Also because the culture is different. So what are you going to do? First of all, let me break this down. You're going to have US call center. Okay? And that's one of the things that we help our clients with, by the way. We place and we license access to our US-based trained call center. We do calls every single day to review how they're approaching the person. What is the discovery phase? Are they building a big enough gap between, again, where they are and where they want to be? Does the patient want to move forward? Do they create enough urgency? Those are all the things that your US call center is going to do. And number 2 is going to be personalization. Personalize your messages. Do not send automated text messaging. I'm not saying they're bad. We send them all the time, but we also send video messages. So what that looks like is you literally have a staff member. In this case, we literally do this for our clients. We have somebody record themselves welcoming the patient after they opted in, reassuring them that they just made the right decision by looking and exploring more into what this clinic does. And then we push them to go ahead, give us a call. So again, we can have our US-based call center team qualify them, create urgency, create scarcity, and booking them in for you to close, or we just push them to close right away at times. And one important thing is your qualification. We just talked about this factor right here. When you qualify people and you do not allow people you do not want to work with through your funnel, your results are going to be better. You're going to deal with less leads. They're going to be more qualified and eligible to get your offer. I don't know, I can't stress this enough. I've seen it so many times where some of our clinics have worked with another agency in the past and they got on a call all excited only to figure out the patient was not eligible to get the prescription because they had thyroid cancer, for example. If you want to figure out how we do this for our clients more in the specifics, what does it look like to build a great offer that attracts your precise audience, that makes you look as the authority, well, we can totally help you do that. That's what we do on a day-to-day basis. We work with about 80 clinics. We spend about $300,000 to $400,000 a month in advertising, and we have our own call center. We have our own sales team, funny enough, that we place in for our clients that can go in and close for them without the need to having a staff member reach out to every single lead and trying to book them in for an appointment and trying to close. We actually do this part for you. So you would have your own sales team trained that closes the patients for you on a program. And as you can understand, the process to do all these things is pretty complex. So again, if you want us to do this for you, if you want to learn more about what we do and what our Clinic Accelerator looks like, you can click the link down below, speak with one of our advisors. We'll be happy to show it to you.